Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar with MLB 13 the show, and here we go with some 30 wins with 30 teams. This time we'll be playing as the Milwaukee Brewers. We're going to be facing the Pittsburgh Pirates in this one as we're continuing to go through the National League Central. So, there'll be some history to be able to talk about with the Brewers here, and this one is always the goal in 30 wins with 30 teams. So, I'll admit, you know, and I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, I really didn't know that much about the Brewers. Like, their history and things like that, because like with some other teams, you know, the Cubs, Yankees, all that, and you just hear so much about it. Brewers, there is a lot of history, don't get me wrong, it's just I wasn't as familiar with it. Like, one thing I didn't know is the Brewers were originally the Seattle Pilots. So they got started in the 1969 season, but they were acquired in bankruptcy court by Bud Selig and then moved to Milwaukee. So I did not know that. So you can trace the organization in 1969, but they have been in Milwaukee since 1970. So even though we're talking 1970, still got, I don't know, I still kind of consider them a newer team compared to, of course, some other teams in Major League Baseball. But, like I said, still a lot of history. Now, starting things off here, though, offensively with a base hit. You guys know that there's nothing that I appreciate as much. Well, I shouldn't say nothing because stolen bases, I mean, that's my thing. Aggressive base running, that's what I love more than anything else. But always getting like a leadoff hit, it just gets me really excited. All right, so very next pitch, you better believe I'm going to second. Norichika stealing second right there. So puts him in scoring position. Gives me a great chance to go ahead and bring him home as we're looking at no outs right now either. So 2 pitches later. Ah, man. That's ridiculous. Oh, I just got gypped right there. That could have been absolutely awesome. But anyway, there I go, taking second one more time. Now, Russell Martin, of course, is behind home plate. And I really do have to be careful about what I try and do against Russell Martin here. So, now even though I get over to second, really nothing happens here. So, here in the 3rd inning, the Pirates are getting some offense going here too. Figure, let's just go ahead and charge second. You know, why not? So we'll get the throw over to Ricky Weeks there. Now, I've got to make sure I don't let the bunt go. And if I do, I really got to make him pay for it. So, figure with a good charge like that, absolutely I can go to second. Not able to go ahead and get the throw at first. But that's okay. Cole was actually running a lot faster than I usually expect for a pitcher. All right, that was not a good pitch at all. So Cole's going to go ahead and advance over to second. And now this puts me in a little bit of a jam. So I'm hoping I can get out of it. And I do. We're in the 4th inning now. Still, nobody's been able to produce a run. But if the Pirates keep going like this, they're going to be able to go ahead and get some runs. All right, so now we've got a runner on first. It's time to go ahead and talk a little bit more about the history of the Milwaukee Brewers. So, as far as World Series go, they have yet to be able to win one as far as the National League pennant. Now, they did originally start in the American League, so they do have one AL pennant. They got that one in 1982. They won the National League Central in 2011. Made it in the wild card in 2008, so they definitely have had some postseason appearances, but they're just waiting for their first World Series victory. Now, McCutchen here real quick, going back to the game, struck out earlier, strikes out again. I mean, of everybody on the Pirates that I'm most worried about, it's McCutchen. We've got 2 Ks already. Hey, let's see if we can keep that going. All right, so heading for second, the throw. Oh, it's right there. That's what I love to see. Just my catcher getting it right there on target. Norichika Wow, what a big hit. So that one's going to go to the wall. He's going to round first, get on over to second. And he's safe there with a double. So we've already seen some good hitting here from the top of the lineup. Just like what we saw in the first inning, though. Man on second, no outs, 0-2 count. That one's going to go through the middle. I'm going to go ahead and round third. But I'm not going to head home. Probably was a smart call as Russell Martin sitting right there waiting for a chance to apply the tag. Now here's Ryan Braun. Now if I go ahead and I hit the ball on the ground and hit into a double play, I still get the run. Except if that happens, I did not even send him. So that's twice here that I've actually just gotten gypped on base running. All right. So bases will be loaded after this one. No, I'm at around third. I'm coming home. So I'm going to go ahead and get the first run of the game. Finally. I could not be happier about that right now, too. Dang, that took a long time for me to be able to go ahead and get that. I guess that's some props to Cole and the Pirates pitching staff. All right, that's all I'm able to get, though. So top of 5, Morneau with a good hit up the middle. So that'll put him on first. So there's been no shortage of hits in this game. And that's something that, I guess if that's what you enjoy more than anything else, well, you guys are getting quite a show. I don't know why I necessarily dived right there with Ricky Weeks, but I did nonetheless. And, well, we're still in all right shape, but we've got this here. And Ricky Weeks comes up to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. And he's going to go ahead and hit it right down the left field line. So, Ricky Weeks, man, in that last game that I had where I was the Cubs, he was able to go ahead and get actually a lot of base hits off of me. He might have even stolen a base, too, if I remember correctly. But anyway, with Ricky Weeks on first, I'm not going to go ahead and try and go for second, not with a 64 speed. Okay. See, that's why I shouldn't have done it. I was thinking, I'm like, I can't go, but I had to. Oh my gosh. Aoki does it right here with the home run. So talk about having a great game from the guy in the #1 spot in the lineup. You really can't get much better than this. He started off with a single and stole second, got a double. Now home run. I just realized this. I just got to get a triple, and he's hitting for the cycle. Man. All right. So, we'll be looking to see if I can do that. Of course, the triple is the toughest to hit. But when you got somebody with as much speed as he's got, well, it can be done. Now here we go with Ryan Braun at the plate. Ooh, this is going to be a good base hit. We're going to center field, but not going to be able to stretch that into 2, which I was hoping I'd be able to do. No rhyme intended. So I figured, you know what? I've actually done quite a bit with base running today. Hasn't turned out so well. So let's see if I can go ahead and get something with Ryan Braun as Aramis Ramirez is up at the plate. A pitch out. But Russell Martin not able to be on target with the throw. So Ryan Braun's safe at second. So it's kind of nice to know that the problems with base running that have taken place already in this game, I'm actually able to get something out of this. We're not done yet. Okay, so Aramis Ramirez on the very, very next pitch. Now this one's going to go deep into left field. And that one going to go off the railing up there, so it is going to be a home run. I guess I really didn't need to steal second because he was able to come home no matter what, but I'll take that. Heck, looks better on the stat sheet if Ryan Braun's got a stolen base. So that'll go ahead and give us an even bigger lead that should actually double it there. So we'll be up 4-0 now in this one. Now Jared Hughes coming in for the Pirates. I think that's a pretty smart call given the fact that we've really starting to be able to pick up on Cole. Starting to wear down a little bit too with his energy. So I think this is a A call that was smart. Definitely needed to be done right here. Okay, so now we've got Hart up at the plate. Man on first. Heading on for second. Pitch out. And I'm safe. So I'm starting to feel pretty good about base running now, seeing that I've been able to get a few stolen bases recently. Granted, I've had some bad base running in this as well. Like what happened with Aoki there at second, him coming home. So I kind of made up for it. You go ahead and try and go with the hit and run here really early on that slider. And I'm out. All right, so remember what I was saying about that base running and how I was getting some momentum? Yeah, nope. Now I go ahead and I give up a home run. So it was bound to happen that the Pirates were going to get a run on the board. I just didn't expect it to be something like this. So I may have to make a pitching change sometime soon. Morneau just really connected with that one. So I don't know. We'll see what takes a look at happening. But I still have a pretty good lead. One I feel somewhat comfortable with right now. I would like to be up by more than 3 runs, but it's okay. Going to try and throw this one inside here on the 1-0 count. Going right down the line. Not able to make the stop. But no extra bases. I was playing a game earlier where it went right down the line like that, just turned into a double. Not so much because of where it was hit, but because it took me so long to go ahead and get the animation going to make the throw. That one just drops right on in. Really shallow ball, but I had to charge in and just didn't get there in time. That's all there was to that one. So I do decide to go to the bullpen, kind of help the team out, seeing that we've gone ahead and given up a few hits here in the inning. So I'm hoping that a new face and a new arm is going to go ahead and change the approach that the Pirates have up at the plate. And Starling Marte comes up here. So this gives us a chance to be able to talk about some of the players. Now, even though I do consider the Brewers to be a newer team as far as Major League Baseball goes, no shortage of talent. Hank Aaron has had his number retired by the Brewers. Raleigh Fingers, I got his jersey, but it's an Oakland A's jersey. Paul Molitor. So, yeah, you definitely do have some good players that have played for Milwaukee over the years. So that's actually a pretty good list of players. Like, I look at everybody who's had their number retired, and it's like, all right, well, I know these guys. There's nobody who's outside of, who's somebody I don't know who's listed in there. Marte strikes out. I guess that was a good choice. Pirates going to the bullpen again, this time going with Brian Morris. So we've just got a few innings left to go. Here we are in the bottom of the 8th. Aoki's already had a pretty good day so far, and he's going to go ahead and add to it here with a home run. I was hoping that one would go into the gap and turn into a triple. I probably would have tried to stretch it into a triple no matter what. The thing is, though, is when you have Andrew McCutcheon there in center field, yeah, it's really tough to be able to get any triples whatsoever since he is so quick to get to that ball and get the throw in. So, well, I feel better now that my lead is now back to 4 runs. 2 home runs today by my leadoff man. It's not what I expect. It's not what I usually want out of my leadoff man. I mean, I'm never going to go ahead and turn down a home run by any means, but it's not like I'm aiming for that every single time. Not like somebody who bats in the 4th spot. All right, we're going to see if we can get the game finished here. Out 1. Ooh, getting back to first for out number 2. We've just got 1 more left to go. This game is in the bag for the Milwaukee Brewers. We tried to see if Russell Martin will hit this one on the ground. Well, pops that one up. I should be able to get there. Catch is made. Game is over. Brewers win. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you guys learned something. I actually learned quite a bit in this. But I do appreciate you watching. Like I said, more of this to come later on. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thank you again for watching. And as always, you guys, I hope you have a good one.